Hey everybody, this is Dano here from Every Day is Turkey Day, and today I'm going to be bringing you my top 5 favorite rock groups. So to kick it off, we got Pat the Bunny, and now Pat the Bunny has some solo records, but he's also been in many groups, so this is kind of anything that has to do with Pat the Bunny, such as Wingnut Dishwashers Union, Johnny Hobo and the Fright Trains, Ramshackle Glory, Skunk Ape Circus, and I mean, it's all great. And he does folk punk music, so if you take the kind of attitude from punk and with the kind of acoustic guitar and trumpet sounds of folk music and mash them together, that's pretty much what you get when you listen to his records. And it's very self-deprecating, but in a kind of humorous way, I guess, a little bit, if that makes sense. If you'd like to listen to him, I'd say check out Johnny Hobo and the Fright Trains, Love Songs for the Apocalypse, which is a split that group did with, I believe it was Mantis. So I'd start there, and if you like that, you can dive deeper into it. So next, we got Misfits, particularly the Glenn Danzig era of Misfits, so the early stuff. Now, Misfits, you've probably seen their shirts on a whole bunch of people, but it's a really good band. They're kind of like horror punk, but horror in the sense of Universal Monsters horror, like Frankenstein, Dracula, you know, that kind of old horror. And so the albums you should check out if you want to listen to the Glenn Danzig Misfits is Static Age, Walk Among Us, Earth AD, and 12 Hits from Hell. And listen to those. If you like them, you can check out more of the later stuff, but they did adopt a different sound when Danzig left. So moving right along, we got Red Hot Chili Peppers. Now, you've probably heard of Red Hot Chili Peppers, obviously. The thing I like about them is that they're heavily influenced by funk. And if you listen to like some of their earlier stuff, it was just straight up funk. Like George Clinton even produced their album Freaky Styley, which I believe was either their second or third album. But I'm guessing, like I said, that you've already heard of them. If not, I would suggest checking out Freaky Styley, their self-titled debut, Californication, Blood Sugar Sex Magic, and even their newest album, The Getaway, was actually pretty good. So if you want new Red Hot Chili Peppers, I believe that came out in 2016. So next, we got Bad Religion, and Bad Religion is a punk group from California, and they kind of speak on the human condition and sort of basically what we go through as humans and the flaws in a lot of things in everyday life, as like relationships, as well as the government, as well as, well, religion, and just institutions like that. They're a really good group. My favorite Bad Religion is probably the earlier stuff, like Suffer, Against the Grain, and No Control. So if you're trying to get into them, start off with those 3 albums or their first album. And if you like that, they have a pretty lengthy discography, so you can continue from there. And last but not least, we got Steely Dan, which is probably the oldest group on this, as I think they're from the 70s, maybe 60s as well. But very good group, and the reason this is on my list is because of the album Can't Buy a Thrill, which my mom used to play all the time when I was a kid, and I pretty much know every word to every song. So that's my list. Once again, to go over it, Pat the Bunny and everything he's involved with, Misfits, but the Glenn Danzig era of Misfits, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Bad Religion, and Steely Dan. And I also have a little bit of a list here of some honorable mentions, so I'm just going to run through them real quick. So I got Dead Kennedys, The Ramones, Black Flag, Green Day, Death Grips, although Death Grips might not really be considered a rock band. But anyways, thought I'd throw them on this list. Queens of the Stone Age, Sublime, Nirvana, The Dead Milkmen, Sex Pistols, The Offspring, Ween, Mastodon, Meshuggah, Primus, Bowie, Hendrix, and Bad Brains. So there's my list. That's my honorable mentions. If you could like, subscribe, leave a comment, let me know your favorite bands, because I'm always open to listening to new music and listening to more good stuff. So if you made it this far in the video, thank you, and I hope you have a great day. So, peace.